jail's not that bad. It's
All views expressed by the hosts and guests in this podcast are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of their respective employers. Guests and hosts may maintain positions in the assets discussed in this podcast. This podcast is for informational purposes only, and nothing in the podcast is intended to be financial, legal, or even live advice.
We are live. How is your Monad trading number?
Flat. Round trip.
Okay.
Round trip.
Round trip indeed.
What do you think about Monad, by the way, Kay?
I mean, it's pretty hard to say. It's pretty hard to say. Yeah, commenting on our friend Monad might not be.
Wait, are you guys launch on Monad as well?
No, not as.
Then they're not your friend. Just be honest. It's okay. That's a part of the plot, right? It's not like they look at our stream. Shit.
I know, right?
Did you do anything on Monad, by the way, Marco?
Yeah. I mean, I launched a vault, but we can talk about it later.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna ping you more about it, but yeah.
All right, show me. Do I get special friends points?
We'll see. Yes.
Damn.
But it's okay. But
it will be something like send me some free points, kind of that kind of discount.
What do you mean? If you're sending me, I don't want fucking points. I want US dollar or tokens, bro.
you're like, give me a real hardcore
At least
cash.
NFTs. Yeah.
At
least NFTs, man.
Yeah. I'll post my wallet address soon.
Alright, Kay. Let's get right into it, shall we? Start with our rapid fire questions. Okay, the first one. Which chain has the best DeFi opportunities as a user right now?
For me, I would say BNB Chain, right?
Okay.
Back biases. Okay, what are you doing on BNB Chain right now?
Yeah, this is cool because I think not a lot of like Westerners or like English like speakers know what they should be doing on BNB.
Stop being so racist, okay, Marco?
Because
you can't speak Chinese.
I'm just being real.
This is kind of I would say not really going into racist, but like a lot of people are calling BNB Chain Binance Chain, and whenever I go to conferences and I'm like, what is BNB Chain? And they kind of like make fun of it a bit and say like, oh, it's Binance Chain, but actually, like, because we're building on BNB Chain. Actually, I think memes are one of the play, and then I guess everything else you can do on Ethereum, you can actually do it on BNB Chain. And it's
so what are you doing on BNB Chain right now?
Right now, BNB Holder, BNB Fi, all of the just farming, keeping on the farming of Binance Launch Pool mega drops, and that's kind of like I've been having BNB since it was like at 100. I don't have much.
Flexing wealth. Flexing wealth. Blowing out the gate, Kay. Let's go.
It's a real whale here. Oh god.
No, I don't have much, but like it's not that much of money. Like if you want to sell it, it won't be like a life changer. But having it, holding it, seeing your wallet size grow bit by bit is pretty nice.
What kind of APR are you getting? Like realized? How much do you think you got from, let's say, from your BNB percentage wise? Not like US dollar value, but like approximately.
I would say like from the token value or from the actual.
No, from the yield farming and airdrop and shit.
Oh, farming them. Previously, I would say annually it was like 100 and something, because there were some calculations, but I know like lately maybe monthly wise it's like 10%. Because
I'm not a hardcore BNB farmer. I only got around like 20 to 30ish. Yeah,
but like some of the previous airdrops did really, really good. Some of the returns were really high. Yeah.
Wait, just a quick recap. So like basically, I guess like the high level trade to like farm BNB on BNB Chain, right? It's like it's not just to farm the yield, but you're saying it's also just to stack more to get like the mega drop, basically. Like is that the right mindset to think about it?
Yeah, like for basic BNB holders, right? There's like
Yeah.
two kinds of yields you can get. One is definitely obviously like the token price itself. Second is if you put your BNB in Lista, or you can just simply slide it into Binance, you will be qualified for the airdrops. Like it's called like Binance Launchpad. Like if you search online Binance Launchpad, it's gonna tell you a lot of like your eligible rewards, and then you just put it there and you farm it like kind of like automatically.
Okay, I want to talk more about it later if you can show your screen share product and so on. But let's jump to the second one first.
Okay, what's your view on DeFi tokens right now? The status of the token market of DeFi tokens.
Oh, I would say a bit bearish on to be honest. Yeah, because obviously Bitcoin is going in its own kind of round, and then the DeFi tokens, I would say like because I knew Bitcoin in 2017, 18ish. I bought my first Bitcoin, although I don't hold it anymore. But like,
well, I mean, Kate is low-key just flexing.
Flexing,
OG,
I know, right?
Well holdings, early buy.
But like, I really got into DeFi in DeFi summer, and that was like, that was the all-time high of any DeFi tokens. And like, just looking back from that, I would say we're pretty bearish. Yeah, we're pretty bearish currently on DeFi tokens, and you kind of really want to stand out. Like, not only your protocol needs to stand out, but like the vision, the mission, and also like maybe buyback mechanisms and everything. So there's like literally, I would say in the market, there's just too much. There's just too much DeFi tokens. Like when you ask me about Monet, I would say like there's too much L1, L2s around, and look at Bear Chain.
Okay. Short quick. Oh, you can't attack Monet, but you can attack Bear Chain. Okay. I see. Okay. How would you, if someone asks you, how do you evaluate DeFi tokens, and you have the answer in 4 lines, what would you say?
I'll give 4 dimensions, definitely. Like, look at the narrative. I would say the narrative is, and then the revenue. If they're actually, if the token is actually making money or not. And then number 3 is look at their stats, like other stats as in protocol stats. And then 4 is look at some the buyback mechanism.
Got it.
Okay, last rapid fire question. What do you think is the next most interesting thing after perks in DeFi right now?
I would say
Lista. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we are Lista. We are launching a RWA, but like that's another reason. Yeah, that's another reason why I think RWA is one of the upcoming things that's interesting.
Yeah, it's like I'm assuming you're like trying to say like the integration of RWA across DeFi, right? Because like a lot of people have been saying like, oh, like STO RWA since like 2017, but it was just like really like boring of like wrapping it back then. But yeah, like I want to jump into that later. But yeah, that's all the rapid fire now. Let's take a step back a bit. If you can tell our audience a bit more about your background, like Lista and so on, that would be great.
Yes. So my name is Kay, and I'm Canadian.
Kay actually has a full dog's picture on her Twitter, as if it's LinkedIn. It's pretty cool. I hope it's real.
I actually got exposure to Bitcoin, like heard of it a really long time ago, but bought my first like downtown using the Bitcoin ATM machine. Entered the I actually previously I was doing some traditional finance like PE and BC kind of stuff, but what really got me into crypto and Web3 was, like I said, in DeFi summer, where I thought like decentralized finance, like traditional finance, it's so boring. It's all about social, all about drinking, all about resources, and well, decentralized finance would be like the most interesting thing, because everything's like decentralized. Who knows who, right? Everyone's anonymous, and
Right.
that really actually caught my interest, and so I went into DeFi, and I joined Lista in in 2024, and at that time we didn't TGE yet, and it's been like around a year and a half from now.
Oh,
Our
okay.
TVL grew a lot, and
I didn't realize you got TGE so recently. I felt like it was a long time ago.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
felt it's been like a
the-
pretty OG token. Yeah.
yeah, the protocol was started in 2022, but TGE in 2024. So it was like around a 2-year time of building, and then after TGE, actually we hit 1 billion TVL at the end of the year, and then right now it's at like 3 billion. So I would say we're kind of like a protocol that's building after TGE, which is like a lesser percentage out here.
Yep.
Well, now you can be very honest. Okay.
Who are you talking about? please,
Shoot the
please.
shot, bro. But
Okay, yeah.
Your thoughts on those DeFi curators blowing up?
Yeah, this is, I would talk about this from a couple of angles. Like, number one is, I know a lot of users, or, people out there are thinking about, there are a lot of, I would say risk, because, well, they're called risk curators, but, like, the thing about risk curators is, we're building our lending, our current lending infrastructure is trying to build a P2P infrastructure. That means it's permissionless. Of course, permissionless comes with a price, and it doesn't really tailor all of what users look for. Like, I know, like, in the previous past, everyone's thinking, DeFi is something that I can come with little money to get really rich, but the risk potential is ignored. And I would say with curators, different curators, of course, there are curators that have lower risk parameters, and there are ones with higher risk parameters. So I would say for the 2 vaults, yes, we actually did our best, because for the RE7 vault, we liquidated, I think it was 5 mil bad debt.
Okay.
And yeah, it started with 5 mil bad debt, and then we liquidated 3 mil, and then we gave back all of our liquidation fees back to our users. So we actually did all we can to help and protect our users, and at the same time, we're actively supporting users to communicate for a solution for our users. Yeah.
I have a
What-
selfish question, Labro. Sorry, just very quick to build on top of that, so we're still on the same topic. I see. I mean, like, you're like working with a few like curators on your platform, and I guess just to take a step back for like the audience who doesn't know Lista, right? I mean, like, there's just like lending, borrowing, like earn, like you're pretty much like the whole stack. What is your consideration when you work with a curator? Is it because like they say, oh, like, we will seed the pool with like 10% of our own money? Is it just the brand? Like, do you see anything different? Because I feel that the strategy that they're all doing are the same, right? So it's almost like you should just go with like the cheapest curators, or like the one that you know the most. Like, yeah, like, how are you thinking
Most
about it,
TVL.
I guess, as a protocol? Yeah.
Actually, all of the curators most of the curators, I would say, for example, ME7 or MEV and RE7 are very well-known curators that have curated a lot of vaults on, for example, Morpho or
Yep.
Euler. Yeah, they're very well known for scan. I would say previously we do have our own like DD to work with different vault curators, but to be like honest, I would say scaling up is not a whitelisting process. It's not like the vault happening some bad depths will stop us to work with vault curators. I would say it's the miscommunication part is where the risk factor for users depositing into the vault was not fully, I would say we fully shared with our users, but the users think that
Don't realize.
nothing,
Yeah.
it hasn't happened before, right? Why would it happen? Like, they don't expect something like that. Because P2P, it's kind of like real world, I would say, like bonds. You know, there you have like AAA bonds. You also have like a lower level bond. There's always a user base. It's always for one of the communities, but you can't, like, the misconnection might be like users think that they bought a 3.8 bond, but maybe it's it's a medium or higher risk bond that, you know, that's where I think all of the mix up happened.
I think it's inevitable, something will blow up time to time. It is not a crypto problem. It is a overall lending situation, both in private banks, common banks, or in general. Like, because like whatever rating you put, like if you want to scale it up out of a certain size, you will have to touch retail's money, or money that is managed by someone that don't go into detail. And then if it blow up, they will still, either way, they will just be like, you didn't market well enough where all the fine prints or whatever is written out, etc., etc. So you just gotta play the game in it. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of like squeezing the bubble. And it actually, like, for like comparing it in size and like what happened, like bad debts happen to different, not the P2P level, like not the P2P model lending, but like, for example, other, you know, traditional lendings as well have bad debts. But like if you want to take it like more broadly, for example, the 2008 crisis on, you know, Wall Street having all of the mortgage and the bad debt and everything. I think it's just something that happens when you want to scale, but definitely risk is something that the users need to be aware of, because that's where the money is. And I don't think we're going to stop working with curators, but definitely there are some dimensions that needs improvement. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Second thing. Let's like the reason why I booked in this like live is that I want to put you on the spot to ask you about your, is it called smart lending?
Mm-hmm.
Or I call it the fluid feature. But
yeah.
The code base is similar, right? On the real side,
yes,
it's actually bullish.
Yes, it's similar. The base infrastructure is a DEX, so, you know, the same, like collaterals can earn fees and then back up your loan at the same time. Okay,
so I used to hold a bag of fluid due to other reasons, but like, okay, let's say you mentioned you evaluate DeFi tokens based on certain metrics and how you. Why did you guys decide to launch this, and what metrics are you trying to compete, etc.?
It's actually a very good question, because you know, when we do lending, a lot of users ask the question, because for lending there's two sides. There's the supply side and there's the borrowing side, right? And supply side, everyone understands, okay, I deposit, for example, USDT, I earn money off of it. But then when you go to the borrowing side and people ask, okay, I deposit my BTC to be a collateral. That's cool. And then I borrow an asset. So what about my BTC? Do I earn money on it? Well, the answer is no, right? The answer is no. You don't earn money on your BTC. But that's what we're solving. So with the FluidX kind of like model, or with our smart lending, your collateral will be put into LP pool into our DEX, and it will earn fees for you. So in that way, right now, when you ask me the question, okay, if I put BTCB with you guys, do I earn yield? And then my answer will be, yes, you will earn yield. And then you get your liquidity. So I think that's the reason why we're launching this product is we see the need, users are asking for it, and the way achieving it is having our DEX and putting it, another layer underneath and generating liquidity for users.
Like double dipping, basically.
Yeah.
I think in general, for the audience, again, like I always felt compelled to like say that. I mean, like Lista is probably like one of the most important protocol on like BNB. So there's a lot of things that you can do inside. So yeah, like I think with like some like visualization, it would be a lot easier for folks to like understand about the new product, what you're building next, and so on.
Okay. Yeah, so right now I am
I love the UI.
website. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, just walking through our product, because when you go in, it's pretty straightforward. Like you can go stake BNB, and this is all the BNB 5 part where you can see the yield, you can see the 6-month APY for Binance Launch Pool yield, right? It's around 11.32. Number of BNB we have. This is the liquid staking part. It's pretty easy actually. Like just connect your wallet and stake, and that's it. And then for lending,
lending side, yeah.
Well, to have like a quick and easy start of lending, 2 things I would say. Like for easy starters, you want to like figure out before you go to the UI, which is, what do you want to do? Do you want to earn or do you want to borrow? Like for example, I have USDT. I only want to earn. Okay, just stay on the earn page. Pick a vault that you're interested in. Like for example, you see the Curators, you see the utilization, you see how much money it's deposited in, what are the collaterals. Like figure out what's your vault. For example, I have, I'll just go BTC USDT, and then you see that we have like 3 USDT vaults. You can pick whichever, and then just go in and deposit. It's pretty easy like that. And if you actually want to go to the borrowing side, that's where smart lending is. But before, I guess, smart lending, I'll walk you guys through the UI of just do a basic lending. So for example, you want to have a loan for BNB, and then you want to say BTCB or sold BTC, like BTC assets for BNB. Just have to filter them on the top.
Yep, on the collateral and loan. Yep.
Yeah, just filter your collaterals and filter your loans, or even like maybe you have like a basket of assets that you can collateralize, and then you want to figure out the best rate. Just do like borrowing rate.
Yep.
And then you'll find out like which ones
has liquidity and
yeah, these ones don't have liquidity, but like you can see like these ones, the sold BTC ones has liquidity. Borrowing rate is at 2.9. That's actually really low borrowing rate for BTC assets. And the reason why I say it is, for example, simple math. If you have sold BTC, you borrow it for 2.9%. You loop your BNB into like our BNB stack to earn launchable yield, which is like 11%, which means that you'll get 7% on your BTC as yield. So that would be pretty good for BTC, right?
It's pretty interesting, right? Like there's so many features here. You need to know exactly what you're looking for. So like I never did the filtering thing. It's always like I know someone's doing this strategy and I just try to find a pair and do it. but like I didn't realize like maybe it's more like, oh, okay, BNB yield is like 10%. Let me see whatever asset I have that I can use a collateral and see what's the borrow rate is lower than the BNB yield, basically.
Yes.
I'm usually a stable to stable kind of guy for that, but that only works if there's a stable
Toxic
coin that's
farmer.
burning money. if it's like Ripple burning money on like Ripple USD, then that would work. But
You know, I have like 2 perfect strategies to share with you guys.
Ooh, let's see.
Aster, USDF. This is kind of like SUSDE, right?
Yep.
It gives like around 6% yield for staking, and you can borrow out USD1. They can just do the looping strategy, and then it's only like 2% for the borrowing rate. That means like at the end of the loop, when you have USD1, you can still stake it into one of our vaults. I think for like I wrote a tweet about it. I think
There you go, Lambro.
couple yeah, I wrote a tweet a couple of days ago on it, and
What's
it's
the
kind
USD1 yield right now?
the USD1 yield.
Sorry.
Go back to earn.
The Aster USD is,
I think around 6%.
the number go up,
Case
right? The number goes
Yeah,
up, right?
around 4 to 6%.
So the spread is around 2 to 4% at 91% LTV. So like every looping you would get like 1.5 to like 3.5%. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, every looping you will get, around 1 point something percent, but
Yeah.
2%. I would say around 2%, 2 to 4%. But the thing is, when you borrow out USD1, you don't need to loop it into Ask USDF anymore. You can just put it in one of our vaults that give like 10% APY in return, and then that would be a total of. Or you don't even need to loop. You can just like stake it, borrow, and then just put your USD1 into somewhere that has a higher yield. That could easily get you maybe like 14% yield in return. It's kind of like a yield booster.
Got it. Your product, I think you need a thriving BNB DeFi ecosystem, right? Because like you like obviously onboard a bunch of these other like assets and so on. Maybe this is more of like that's why it's a next question. It's like more of like how you're seeing like what is exciting on BNB DeFi right now.
I would say like one of the things that is exciting to me is always like surrounding what new stuff we have. And currently I think all of the new stuff like previously are always like on Ethereum, where users are always saying that okay, we have more stacking, we have more a better ecosystem, something like that. But currently, I would say, because Easy Labs, a lot of the protocols on BNB, not only on BNB Chain, but a lot of protocols are invested by Easy Labs, and there's the core pillar. So I would say like working tighter together in the eco would be something that is more exciting. Like what we're doing with Aster, like we have the Aster Zone. We're actually launching another vault very soon this week, but like Aster Zone is something that we support with Aster Asset and then the Aster Eco. It's kind of like how Aster is doing the trading to be the on-chain Binance, and we're kind of supporting the narrative to be the Binance earn part, where users can put their Aster ecosystem tokens in and they can earn yields on top of it. It's the yields are going to be pretty high. The vault is launching this week. Incentives are coming next Monday. So I this would be something that would be pretty, I would say pretty bullish in a bear market, because it's kind of like free money if you can.
Right. So essentially, like let me decode this with a no bullshit question way. So like, because you're all like easy friends, like I Binance Lab friends, I still can't say the fucking name properly. Binance Lab friends, you're gonna be able to create markets in association with Aster, creating cheaper way to short or interest rate arb or funding rate arb opportunities for certain pairs.
Yes and no. Like, because we we definitely are partnering up and leveling up the partnership with both of our ecosystems. That's why there's kind of like a zone dedicated for them. And I don't know if you guys have heard of like the global liquidity kind of theory or stuff. Like you don't want liquidity to sit there. You kind of want it to flow. The flow of liquidity going, or the flow of money going from here to there, will bring, and I wouldn't say effect, but would double on the utility and then help grow the ecosystem. Like if money was just put into our staking, it was just put into the nodes on BNB Chain, it would just be like that and nothing else. But like when we try to think of how we want it to flow elsewhere, how we want to make like 1 + 1 more than 2, and then that's how yields comes up, and then how like the system grows together.
I think, but like in terms of actionable users, it's likely what I said earlier. All right. A few last questions, right? Before we see, do you have any questions for us? You mentioned about looking at metrics like revenue, etc. So, lending, like from my understanding, PerkDex has the best fee or revenue model. Lending typically is less, right? Like lending makes money from liquidation penalties, flash loan fees, maybe borrow fees, or like some bips on borrow fee. I'm not sure. Like how does it work, and how much or approximate what numbers are you guys looking at?
Lending, yes, for liquidation, and then vault curators, definitely. For example, our own curated vaults, we do take a fee. But the fee is pretty low. Looking at profit wise, our total revenue has grown, pretty much has grown. I think it kind of almost doubled since 2024. But I think we still, to be honest, I think we still have a long way to go, because if you do compare the fees generated on other lending protocols, you find that they do generate more fees, and the reason is they take more fees from users, which we tend to at early stages actually tend to not take a lot of fees. For example, our smart lending, we only take about 0.01% out of smart lending dexes, so that is really low. And I think it's
wait, how much does Fluid charge?
I would
are you guys cheap, or are you guys on par?
revenue, but I would say we are way cheaper actually.
Are you guys going to ETH mainnet?
We actually are, but this is something that
What
we
asset
haven't
pair
really
do you plan
pushed
to?
yet. It's kind of like something that is in the stay tuned mode.
Okay. I'm not gonna put you on the spot too much, man. I'll let you shield your real world asset thing. Like, hit me up. What's up?
Oh, that actually we're launching it Thursday, and yeah, we're bringing in we're bringing RW access. That means like users can actually using their on-chain USDT and USD1. So with their on-chain assets, they can buy US RWAs like bonds, AAA bonds, and company bonds. And
Custodian and money redeem, how does that work? Because are you guys gonna let people loop and shit on it?
yeah, and then I think after we list the asset, next step would be listing it on our vault. But the first step is having it, and I think it's a great step because previously not everyone has access to it. For example, if you were in another country that's not US or not in the NA, then you would have to buy it through maybe a bank or an agency, and then you have terms. For example, 3 months, or you have to hold it for 6 months, and then when you want to withdraw it, there's another fee. Like, it's always that's how they make money. Like, they take fees. There's regulation issues. There might be taxes and everything, but I think bringing it on chain would be totally free.
So assuming your real asset is bonds, right? Can you share this now, or should we revisit this topic publicly later?
I think we should revisit it later when it launches.
Okay.
We're working.
Okay.
I can give it a team for a bit. We're working with Centrifuge, so yeah.
Okay.
No worries. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
Actually, I do. Like, what do you think? Because I get this kind of question a lot. And I'm trying to think, like, a lot of people do ask me, right, if they're a starter, what should be like their move on Lista. And like basically I tell them that it's kind of playing Lista is kind of like playing poker, where you gotta know what you have in your hands and then make the next move. Like, and Lista can suit a lot of your moves and a lot of your needs, but like you gotta know what it is, right? But like, let me know, what do you guys think? Like, is there an easier way to tell users, okay, what's your move on Lista? Like, how it would be like a simple, easy, safe, like, what's this first step, do you guys think?
In my opinion, I think Lista is acting more like a private bank or a broker of some sort that gives people a way to make money. But the problem is BNB Chain doesn't have like speculative farming. Hence, like, unless I hold, let's say, 500k plus BNB, sometimes I feel like I really can't be bothered to do that much stuff for X amount, because like you guys are servicing essentially big BNB holders for, let's say, or the interest rate of you guys created is good and is scalable, but it's not meaningful for like mid-sized people. Like if your net worth is under 200k, it's too much work to understand for too little money, given the UI. But in saying that, like, there's a few ways that I think can do it, right? Like, either you guys become the curator and then you work with other front ends, so like I don't actually have to go through the whole thing. But like if I'm a small BNB holder on X whatever, you just ask me to deposit, you loop it for me, etc. Maybe that's the way forward, I don't know. But like for me, like even though I hold like quite a bit of BNB, sometimes I'm like, I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna put it in the vault, or I'm just gonna keep it there to ape some memes or something like that. Like, cause I think it's not your problem. It's the nature of BNB Chain. First, most DeFi protocols token price doesn't go up, so you don't look at them as much. Your valuation is considerably smaller compared to products in a similar
category,
size category, but not on BNB Chain. So then I lose the like the goal or the will to look into deeper, and then it's like, okay, this if I can just go PT for 18% yield fix, and if I can loop on that shit, then why not, right? It's so like, and that's about it really, to be honest. That's my view, at least. Like, I don't know what Marco thinks.
I'm not gonna add more to that. I think what Lambro said is mostly true. No, I'm serious. Like this guy's always laughing. No, but the number one thing, he's true that like it's mostly like servicing whale BNB holders. On the retail side, I guess if you're really somebody new, like ultimately this is why I said like earlier, like one of my questions, like what's exciting on BNB DeFi, because I think like your protocol would benefit if there are exciting things built by other teams and then you can optimize their assets, right? So if there's nothing like entirely new being built by like others, like whether that's like a new stablecoin strategy, blah blah, then you would lack that more simple product that you can serve to like, let's say, users with less than 100k, have stablecoin, they want to like optimize their like stablecoins, blah blah. So it's more of like, how do you adjust to the ecosystem itself, and yeah, like the retail angle, like what Lambro said, is always good. I mean, like even Aave is doing its own like app, right? So
yeah. Have you guys checked it out yet?
Nope.
I think I did. It was just trying to KYC or something.
No airdrop, no token big pump. I don't check. I went
But
check
you
all
need
the
to KYC as well, eh?
If I ask you, why does most BNB based token, DeFi token, has a much lower valuation what would you say is the causation of this, or correlation?
I would say it's kind of well, two ways to go about it, because definitely BNB tokens. Well, not only on BNB chain, like anything outside of Ethereum, I would say have similar outcomes. No matter how it goes. And BNB chain, there's I guess a couple of reasons. One is, of course, everyone, like I said earlier, everyone would say it's Binance chain, and there are a lot of yes or no's on Binance and a lot of stands, but at the same time, the dominant, I guess, users or majority of users are from Asian, and then it becomes like a centralized issue, saying, oh, BNB chain might not be that decentralized, and we want to enhance decentralization. But I would disagree with that, right? And then,
Bro, do you want to make money or no? God damn.
There's kind of like some memes called in Chinese, it's kind of like Binance Life or something, and then at that time when it was trending, there were so many English chaos. It was like, we need to learn Chinese, right?
I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it works, whatever it does. For some reason, you guys just can't trigger the money effect. Maybe you guys need to do some SUI strategy towards your token, bro.
Yeah, that,
yeah.
On the token side, yeah, it's actually majority of tokens after TGE aren't really in the interest of retail users, where you just want to you just want it to pump like 10x or something. It's just not really how the atmosphere of DeFi token is. But we're actually trying to do our best, because we give a lot of our we have a LIP proposal that we give our revenue share to our VE Lista token holders. So like if you do a whole Lista and you're planning to hold for a time period, you can lock it with us, and then we give a APY in return. And like we're trying to make money for our community.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any more questions for us?
I guess like my last question would be, what do you think, like, or what can you share with the BNB chain audience, or the audience out here? What's next exciting thing or disaster?
Come on.
I'll let Marco go first, or do you want me to go first?
With the exciting things, man, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, because I've said this a couple times, but I think the only thing that can save us is like more quality assets brought on chain, but actually working seamlessly. Yeah, so like imagine on Lista you can use gold as collateral and borrow Tesla stock and do stuff like that. Like I think we need to go that path.
We actually like stay tuned to this, because we might. No,
okay, there you go.
Like right now, like there are, like we see everywhere on stocks already, like you can buy stocks, and you can buy the price fees on Ondo and StockX and everything, and this is something that we are already looking at, and but like currently it's still not really in the development stage, but it's definitely something that is like what you said. It's something of our interest.
That's good. Yeah, this is not like scripted, guys.
I have nothing to add to Marco. I'm joking. Do you know why do you want to look for BNB? Bro, CZ, bro. CC. Like, he's out of jail. Motherfucker's ready. After Aster, there's so many things you can do, maybe. And that's why I keep my speculation up, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. And the movie, like, everyone was like, everything's trending
fake,
around.
right?
Yeah, it's fake, but everything's trending around this.
Oh, it's the Jackie Chan one. Yeah.
That would be pretty dope, though. I would watch it. I'm actually a really big fan of CZ, not gonna lie. But yeah.
Yo, me too. Like, even like I moved, and then like when I picked the number of the house, I picked the number 4, yo.
Oh my god! Come on!
I'm like that. Like, oh, this is like my lucky number. And then you know, a lot of people, they don't like the number 4. I'm like,
they like the number 4.
This is it for me.
This is a new Chinese, the crypto Chinese number now.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What do you think is required to make it in crypto?
Oh, I think you gotta understand yourself. You gotta understand yourself. Like, if you are a gambler, you gotta know, like, you're a gambler. Don't think, okay, I made money, I'm a gambler, okay, and then suddenly you're like, okay, I changed. No, you don't change.
Right.
Like, maybe the next step you'll lose everything. And then no, seriously. And then if you know that you're not a risk taker, then just don't admire people. Don't admire those gamblers. Like, be yourself. Don't do things out of your personality scope. I wouldn't say like functionality, because maybe like you can learn new stuff by your personality scope, right? Don't say that. Don't lie to yourself like, oh, I'm not a gambler, and then like, oh, I'll ape Trump, and then I make money, and then I'll ape millennia, and then I lose all my money. Like, you gotta know who you are.
100%. This is actually a very good advice, that very underrated advice, as like, because like, I think a lot of people got wrecked because of this, right? Like last year, like a few cycles back, right? You can just stay in one lane and make money. Now there's only one lane to make money, and everyone just try to be everyone. Like new farmers try to be perk traders try to be meme trenchers, and meme trenchers try to go do stock trading now. Like, fuck me, goddamn it. But yeah. All right, Kate.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, Kate. No,
today.
Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, no. Thank you guys. It's actually fun talking to you guys. Maybe we can.
When the product is live and you can demo what Lambro asked, let's do a quick one.
Would you turn on your camera next time, Kay? Would you turn on your camera next time, Kay?
Yeah.
Please.
For clickbait purposes, at least give me an AI girl.
Let me wear something too. Like, I'm not gonna wear that. Maybe.
I was gonna say, I heavily suggest you not wearing something. It's all good.
Oh my god.
Stop. My bad.
All right. Ciao. Until next time. Bye bye.
Until next time. Bye.
Thank you. Guys, bye.